Hey, it's Melissa. If you are a regular reader or subscriber to my blog, you may be wondering what the heck happened to the Sunday or sometimes early Monday morning blog post because it wasn't there. Well, it took a vacation, and I'll tell you what happened. I got back from music camp on Saturday, and about an hour after that, my sweetheart's parents flew in for a visit. And on Sunday, the only thing I had on my calendar was to do a blog post. But the choice arose between doing a blog post or spending time with my sweetheart's parents. And I'll tell you something. Doing my creative stuff is really high on my priority list. And spending time with the people I care about is also really high on my priority list. And the key to my overall happiness, and I suspect is the same for you, is to be very clear about what is most important to me and to make decisions based on that clarity. So, if I were to spend every day spending time with people I care about, rather than doing the things I love to do, the creative pursuits that I'm most passionate about, I would not be very happy. But a life of overall balance requires that sometimes you're going to have moments of imbalance. So, although my general rule is, when in doubt, do my creative thing, sometimes special instances arise. And it made sense to me to spend time with people that I care about, who I really wanted to meet, rather than doing a blog post that particular day. Now, that is not to say that anyone should always put aside creative pursuits in favor of family or loved ones. Absolutely not. This was made very clear to me this week when I was in a songwriting class with a classmate who wrote a song about his father. His father was an amazing painter, but he almost never did his art. He made his money, his living, as a commercial artist, but he rarely ever did his painting, even though he was incredibly passionate about it, because he was always choosing to do things like remodel the house for the growing family and work harder to bring in income for the growing family. Now, these are tough choices, but it broke my heart hearing about this man who died very unhappy and bitter because he never did his art well. Not never, but he didn't allow himself time and space to do his art. Now, we live in a time where we are so incredibly fortunate to have that luxury to do the things that are important to us. But when you do have that luxury, when it's really a choice, when you're not just, when not doing your art really is just an excuse, and you don't do it, that's a huge tragedy. And that causes so much pain. It causes pain not just for you, but the people around you who witness that and are affected by your brokenheartedness. So, all of this is to say, the important thing is to get really clear on the things that are most important to you. Because every day, multiple times a day sometimes, you're going to be faced with choices. How are you going to spend your time? What are you going to be doing? And if you're super clear about what fulfills you, what makes you happy, what makes you feel like you're living a life of balance, what feeds your soul, you're going to be able to make decisions so much better. So it's that perspective that leads me to take a week and go to music camp, spending money that I could be spending on other things. But I know how important that is to me, so I make the space for it. I make the space to make my artwork. I make the space to play my music. I make the space to spend time with people I love. And I make sure that none of those things is precluding the rest of them, because they're all really important to me. Anyway, that's what I had to share today. I would love your thoughts on it. I would love to hear what you've figured out is top priority for you and how you make those tough decisions, because they can be really tough. Anyway, happy Wednesday. It's great to be back, and I would love to hear your feedback, and go get creating. Mwah!